Hello. We are going to continue our conversation about LipSense, and it is our product we're known for most of the time. Now, there are some people that have never heard of LipSense, and they must have been under a rock during the boom back in 2016, 2017. So, but today I'm going to talk about why we do 3 layers, what LipSense is all about, and as you know, it is a long-wearing, long-lasting lip color. We are the original long-wearing, long-lasting lip color. Remember, it lasts up to 18 hours. Some people get the 18 hours, some people do not. If you have very tiny lips, you are licking your lips more because they are more in your mouth than outside of your mouth. And so that water, your saliva, is going to work against your lip color. So, everyone will say, if they've tried LipSense, they either love it or they don't. If you have very dry lips, if you have cracked lips from use of waxy products, use of chapstick that is going to dry your lips out, you are probably going to say it tingles or it burns because your lips are damaged. So that is why you have that tingling sensation on your lips when you try LipSense, because it does have the SD40 alcohol in it, and all the alcohol is a delivery system for the LipSense to your lips. Okay, it is going to help it to bond to your lips, and it is not going to dry out your lips. Do not worry. If it dried out your lips, my lips would be so dried out because I have worn it for 10 years. So it is not a lip stain. So if somebody tells you LipSense is a lip stain, you can tell them no, it is not. Okay, it is a molecular bond, meaning it is going to stick to your skin of your lip, and that skin is called vermilion. Okay, now this is why when it sticks to your lips, you have that tingling sensation if your lips are dry. Okay, you are going to need to make sure your lips are dry. You're going to need to make sure they're clean and you don't have any food or crummies or anything like that on your lips, because it's going to stick to whatever it sticks to. Whatever's on your lips, that's what it's going to stick to. So say you had just eaten, say, a cookie, and you still had some crumbs on your lips and you're trying to put the LipSense on. It's going to stick to those crumbs. So you don't want that. Make sure they are clean and dry. So let's go ahead and clean my lips. Because if you know, and I have said this many a time, I always put a plumping lip gloss on my lips before I do while I'm doing my skincare, because I want my lips to just be a little bit plumper. So make sure you clean that off if you were to do that. Okay? Just make sure they're clean and dry. Okay. Now, make sure you drink enough water, because that can be another issue. You want to stay hydrated. You want your skin to be hydrated. You want your lips to be hydrated. So if your lips are not hydrated, then you probably are not going to get the longest wear. out of it, okay? I am going to be using Dawn Rising today because I am wearing a coral, okay? Okay, I think I've shaken that up. Now, your first layer, well, let me line my lips. You know, I always forget this. And I always put it over there knowing I'm going to use the same one every single day. I don't know why I do that. Okay, rich umber. Rich umber. Okay, this is rich umber. I use it every single day. Oh, I'm putting it up. And I'm going to line my lips. Now, ladies, you can line your lips with your LipSense, okay? Just clean off the excess, use the little pointed end, and then you can line it like that, okay? Let me show you. Although I've already lined the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and line that. See? And it gives you a little more pout. Now, let's do the top. Okay, mature ladies, I need you to look, go down and in. You don't want to take it all the way out to where the bottom lip meets, because it's going to make your mouth look bigger inside here and look drawn down. You don't want to look drawn down. You want to uplift your lips, because gravity, as we mature, takes everything down, okay? So when you get to right about here, just go in, okay? And then go in. Alright, and that, ladies, is rich umber. This is Dawn Rising. Since I outlined the bottom, I'm going to do the same to the top so I don't look like a clown. Now, before we got the pencils, we did, and we still do, I think, have the liquid lip liner. So if you like a liquid lip liner, those are great, but I don't draw a straight enough line to do a lip liner liquid. So honestly, I never even tried it. These are the same color as if I always line my lips with the same color, because it's just, I couldn't really screw that up because it was going to be the same color. Okay, Dawn Rising. I am going to use just one color today. Yesterday I used two colors. I think 2 layers of, oh goodness, mine went blank. This is my old age kicking in. I don't even remember what the 2 layers were, but oh goodness, hold on, Fire and Ice. 2 layers of Fire and Ice and 1 layer of Bombshell. So I'm not going to do 2 layers today, or 2 different colors today. I'm just going to do the one, because I'm showing you and telling you what each layer does. Okay, remember, 3 layers is going to make it last longer. Okay. Okay. Now, you are going to want to go start on one side, go all the way across, and then I always go into the water line. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it just looks better to me because the water line, you're going to be licking, it's going to be in contact with that saliva, and so it's going to work against it, and so by lunchtime that part is going to be gone in my experience. So now this is the layer, the first layer. It comes in contact with your lips. This is what is sticking to your lips, okay? Remember, always wipe the excess. You do not want a glob of it on there. Okay. Let it dry a few seconds between each layer. Remember, there are 3. Okay. The second layer, this is the layer that is going to last all day. Okay. It is protected by the bottom layer and the top layer. Okay. So it's like sandwiched in there. So let's put it on there. Did you notice I didn't go all the way across? Do as I say and not as I do. Is that hitting home? You know, after you doing it for so long, you kind of do it your own way. Okay, I am about running out of this one, so that's why I'm gonna have to keep dipping. Okay, this is the second layer. Now on your top lip, I do not go from one side to the other side. I go from the middle to the outer, middle to the outer. It just, I never could do that. I think it was back in the 90s. Was it in the 90s, 2000s? Your lips were like, the look was like all the way across, and you didn't have the Cupid's bow, but I like the Cupid's bow. Okay, now the top layer is going to be the one that is in contact with like your cups that you're drinking out of, your coffee cup, your straws, or whatever. It is going to be in contact with your eating utensils, smooching on your honey, all of that kind of stuff. So this one is going to be the one that wears down the fastest. This is your third layer. It is going to be kind of rubbing against all of that. Now, granted, by your third layer, your color is going to get darker because you're putting 3 layers on. So that's why you want to wipe off the excess, because you don't want it like super dark. Now you can always, if by that second layer, just want to get it dry. That second layer, if you think it's going to be too dark, you can always go in with black bombshell, Beige cream, that's a good topper. Apple cider's a good one. Let's see, what other ones? Kiss Me Katie, if you're wearing a pinky kind of color, that would be a good one. Or cappuccino. Now, when I do velvet, my favorite look with velvet is cappuccino. Sometimes I'll do one velvet, 2 cappuccino. Sometime if I want a little darker, I go 2 velvet, 1 cappuccino. You just kind of play with it and work with it and see what you like. Oh yeah, now it's time to gloss. Now, I always seal in, as you know, with the Glossy Gloss. To me, it is the best at sealing it. It seems to me to be the most moisturizing of all of the glosses. Now, I normally kind of push that gloss into my lips. And rub your lips together, make sure it's all smooshy. And then it seems to last longer that way. And then if you want to, you can add a different gloss. What is that new one? Kisses for Wishes. Where are you? I wanted to show it to you. And here it is. Kisses. Is that what it's called? Kisses for Wishes? Yes. And I know in the tube it looks kind of blue, and it does have like a blue sparkle. I don't know. Can you see? To me, it's just like water gloss was years ago. So, anyway, that is Kisses for Wishes, and that is your LipSense for the day. Dawn Rising. Dawn Rising is a really, really, really pretty nude-ish color. So it has a little sparkle to it, and if you haven't tried that one, you really should. It's really pretty. So y'all have, you know, I love the browns. I love all the browns. I am a fall girl, so I love fall. Fall is my happy time of the year. I am really pushing for fall right now. Can't stand the heat. So, sorry, I had a message. Y'all, just play with your LipSense. This is LipSense Boom 2026, and if you have a desire to try a new color, reach out to me, and I will get a order for you. If I don't have it, I have most colors in stock, so I have most of the glosses in stock, so if you're needing a gloss, and I will be talking to you very soon. I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed weekend and enjoy this heat. And I don't see any rain coming, but who knows? God may decide to give us a shower. So y'all have a great one. I'll talk to you very soon, and love y'all.